All right, another outfit of the day. Get a good look at this. I brought some stuff out of my closet. We are not even gonna start with the bag today, okay? We have got to start with this two-piece set. So first things first, I got this two-piece set. This is from Mango, and I purchased it at Nordstrom's. And I have been on the lookout for a good two-piece set for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. I am not a super tall woman, but I'm also not short, right? I used to be about 5'8.5". I'm closer to about 5'8" now. I've got a somewhat athletic build. I've got these thighs. And what I didn't realize until a few years ago is that my legs are actually longer than average. And so once I started dressing for that, I realized how many pants, and especially like when you get into like sets, are not meant for women with a little bit of a longer inseam. And I just envy every time I see a woman in a beautiful two-piece set. But I was so happy when I saw this. I was actually walking into Coach, had to use the restroom, and this caught my attention out of the corner of my eye. So I did get it from Nordstrom's. I think they were like 70 a piece, something like that. So maybe 70 and 80. And I imagine they're still there. I purchased these while it was like the tail end of summer. And I love this because I'm pretty sure they are polyester. I didn't check, and I'm not going to check and put it on the screen because I just can't be bothered to. But I like this because the pants have a front seam, and so these could almost be pulled off as a more professional like ponte pant if I needed to or wanted to, maybe to pair it with like a button front shirt for a more comfortable outfit, like say for instance at a conference or what have you. I love this shirt because it's more like a waist length versus a hip length, which is more flattering for me. I got the pants in medium, and I could have sized down to a small on the top, but decided to keep it a medium as well. So that way, as it gets colder, I can layer underneath. But I love because this kind of like, whatever they call it, knit polyester material, is slick enough that it'll be easy to layer to put like a jacket on top or what have you. But today, it started out like 56 this morning, but our high is still close to like 80, and I'm actually still comfortable. So it kept me warm, but I love it. And like what I realized is that burgundy or things along the burgundy color line are very much my color. And I've always admired them, I've always loved them, but I had a really hard time learning how to style them. On my YouTube channel, I do have a video on how I began to figure out my personal styling. And a lot of my research actually came from Audrey Coyne. And what I had to like pause and realize, like I knew that I have like different undertones, right? My skin tone totally changes from summer to winter. Blessings of being mixed for sure. But also I truly do have like neutral with some cool and some warm undertones, right? So neutral undertones. But collectively, I have an olive skin tone, which means that certain times of the year my skin can appear more ashen, and other times of the year it appears very tan. But what I love is that Audrey has a very similar skin tone, and she talks about how you can use colors to play with that. And what I realized where I was going wrong in trying to dress this color before is one, that I wasn't accessorizing it with the right color of jewelry, for instance. You'll see now that I am primarily a gold jewelry wearer. That helped. But also, I needed to just warm up my face a little bit. And I don't wear foundation. I actually just wear a tinted moisturizer. And then I love the Merit blushes because not only can they be used as blush, but they can be used as kind of like a bronzer. And so I can warm up a little bit my forehead, some of my contours. And that way, when I wear darker colors, which do look better on me, I'm not totally like washed out. So enough about the outfit, because I just obviously love it. I have these cute Nikes, and I can't remember what these are called. They're the platform ones. They are a little bit heavier, and honestly, I do have a big foot, so I only wear these when it's cool enough for me to wear like straight leg or wide leg pants to go with them. You'll never catch me wearing these big clunkers with like shorts or leggings. It ain't a good look for me. I'm gonna be honest about that, okay? So my sunglasses today are my ever favorite Longchamp sunglasses. And just a reminder, you can get the late model Longchamp sunglasses at Nordstrom Rack. They're normally about $47 to $49. These happen to be on sale when I order them online and pick them up in store, and I got them for like $25. Love them. They're every bit as sturdy and probably more sturdy than the Ray-Ban aviators that I had. And these just fit me so well. Plus like the hexagon is like a statement. So let's make statements when we step out of the house. My bag of the day is the Soft Tabby 26. And for those of you who are like, oh yeah, the Soft Tabby's been out, I was like, no. This is the Soft Tabby 26. This is the pilot bag that has not fully been released yet. Only, I think a select number of stores across the country receive these, because I am fortunate enough that my Coach retail store that I go to is the Dallas North Park store, which is a flagship store. They had a few of these in stock. I know there's a couple other content creators on here who recently were able to go or get their bags ordered from Dallas North Park as well. This is a new bag, okay? This is like the one that we saw for the winter show, where they show examples of the bag all studded out with like Coach Create pins and what have you. I added 1 pin thus far. I am gonna do more. I just need to go in and see what other things I wanna add. But I really do feel like I wanna do kind of like the rivets along the handle here, since I'll primarily wear this as a shoulder bag. I did purchase another charm from Amazon, and this is the Tea Rose charm. I am finding that although I am not normally a lover of flowers, there's something about the Tea Rose that I love, and especially because you can get it in silver variations and brass variations. And so far, this is how I have her styled. This does also have that bag zipper pocket, which I love. This is a beautiful everyday bag. I did just move back into her last night, so this is a quick overview of what I've got. Honestly, I am just sticking with some of my simple accessories. This is my Bandit card case, and I do love this one because it is big enough for me to stick my key fob in here. So especially when I have my larger bags, like say if I'm just going into the gas station to pay for gas or get a snack or a drink, I can just grab this and not have to worry about my other items or have to take my whole purse with me all the time. I've just got my sunglass case, which the way I have it packed now, my sunglasses actually can go in the sleeve and in the purse. I've got my EDC pouch just all wrapped up in this mini envelope that I have purchased from Dress Up Your Purse. It does also have a key attachment, so my remaining safe and house key are on this key ring in this pouch. And then my perfume of the day is my Commodity Juice. I purchased these lovely trial size bottles from Amazon, and I love using them. Even if I'm switching perfumes out, I'll just rinse them out with soap and water, soak them in regular alcohol, let them dry to remove any of the previous scent, and I can use these multiple times. And then of course my hand sanitizer. So that's what's in the back pouch. And then the front pouch, which is actually the thicker pouch, I have my larger iPhone 16 Pro case for demonstration. I have my lipstick of the day, which is another Merit lipstick, but this is actually a lip blush, and this is the color Du Jour, which they released last year as part of their holiday sets. And then since then, they have released the lip blush for purchase, so it wasn't just a holiday thing. I know recently they launched a color by Brandon Maxwell, and I literally missed it by like a day or two. It sold out before I could get to it. It's a very beautiful color. It kind of reminds me of Bespoke, which is one of my favorite lip colors, which is on the satin line, but they have it in a blush. And the blush you can actually very much wear by itself. It's like a soft matte, somewhere in between a gloss, but has a very nice, like just a little bit more than your natural color look to it. I did, however, pair mine today with my Merit lip oil in the color Falcon. I wanted to bring a little bit more brown to this, but also I'm trying to finish using this one. And I probably won't be purchasing Falcon again. But I love how their lip oils and lipsticks can be paired together to create like a subtly different look. And I think that the lipsticks are great to put under the lip oils because they give it something to hold on to, so you can get all the way to your lip line without having to use a liner. And then I have my hand cream, and then at the bottom of that first pocket, I have my pen pouch. So that is how I have this beautiful bag packed today. Let's see, let me get everything back in here. I will also say that I am using, there's like a little snap pocket in between the two pockets. So for now, all I have in there is my Dior mirror, and I decided to put that there so it's easier access, so I don't have to carry a bigger pouch. I still have this front pouch that I don't have anything in, which is unusual because usually I take up all the pockets and all the pouches and what have you in my purses. And then also on the back, I have the zipper pouch that has nothing in it. So I'm laughing because like I have everything I need. I have a few extra items in here and I can still put a little bit more, but I do want this slouch to kick in on this bag, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, enough about the bag. What else have we got going on? My typical just bracelet stack. I have some real gold, some custom gold. Rings I have to keep real gold. Earrings I have to keep real gold. I'm sensitive, okay? Uh, Apple Watch. Of course, my favorite nails. I got the black with black cat eye on top. I already showed you my shoes. And this is my outfit for today. So this is great. And I love that fall is finally coming to us here in Texas, where when we get up in the morning, it's like 55, 60, 62 degrees. And I'm like, oh, we have joined the rest of the world. So thank you for joining me for this quick outfit of the day. If you have any questions about any items, I'll be happy to answer them in the questions below. And I'll see you guys next time.